Local authorities in Argentina uncovered what might be the largest private collection of Nazi artifacts in Buenos Aires last week. The authorities still haven't released who the collector was, but it was found behind a hidden bookshelf, down a hidden staircase, in a collection room where there were up to 75 items of Nazi memorabilia, including bust of Adolf Hitler, measuring calipers for mortars, a key with the Krupp logo on it, an hourglass, a knife, and many other artifacts. The Argentinian government says that they think they came from Nazi refugees who came over in the late 1940s. More museum officials are still confirming the find and trying to debate whether they're actually legitimately from the 1940s or if they were replicas made from decades afterwards. Regardless of the case, this really does shine the international spotlight on a fascinating aspect of world history that still has geopolitical repercussions today. Ever since 1949, the founder of the Trumpet's predecessor organization, The Plain Truth, has warned that the Nazis went underground after World War II. Specifically, on March 13th, 1943, there was a key meeting of Nazi industrialists to plan how to bring the German Empire back on the world scene. And as part of that plan, they smuggled up to 5,000 high-ranking Nazi war criminals into Argentina. And these come up with such high-ranking names like Colonel Otto Skorzeny and Colonel Ulrich Rudel, who actually advised Argentine dictator Juan Perán's government on how to build their military, how to construct their air force, and how to bring business into the country. Even as late as the mid-1950s, there's pictures published in Der Spiegel magazine showing Colonel Skorzeny meeting with Juan Perón and key officials, or at least one key official of Krupp Steel Company, trying to get new business investments and using the connections that the Third Reich had formed throughout Latin America to bring German business into the country. And now, decades later, even though, Colonel Skorzeny and Colonel Rudel are dead, and most the other war criminals have also passed away or been caught and executed like Eichmann was. But the business connections they established are still extremely strong throughout Latin America. And this is something that, even as history has moved on, you can see has really helped Germany's export markets. In actually a quite influential book from past decades, Germany Plots with the Kremlin, actually published a document from the 1950s from Colonel Skorzeny's base in Madrid, Spain, recommending that in the decades to come, Germany needs to focus on the infiltration of both Africa and Latin America in order to build up a strong economic base to achieve global domination. And even though some of the political motives may have changed over the years, you can definitely see that this is something that has happened. There is a strong economic base throughout Africa and Latin America that has empowered Germany to become the economic core of Europe. And so now, even when we see with Chancellor Merkel, who obviously was a huge opponent of the communist Russia growing up in East Germany, and has apologized on multiple occasions for some of Germany's past behavior, is still able to go to Latin America and talk about a huge free trade agreement that would encompass over 800 million people in both Europe and Latin America, that puts competition on the United States. And so the discovery of these Nazi artifacts in Argentina just does cast some light on some long forgotten history that actually still has economic ramifications today. And while not many people may be concerned about Germany abusing that power, The Bible actually has a warning that's quite the opposite of that.